Lesson 2-5 Practice, Connecting Factors and Zeros. Question 1. What is the value of 4 times x minus 2 times x minus 3 plus 7 times x minus 2 times x minus 5 minus 6 times x minus 3 times x minus 5 when x is equal to 5? Alright, I'm going to try to copy this equation, Control C, and paste it in the Desmos graphing calculator, Control V. Alright, one way you could solve it is you could replace all the x's with 5. 5 minus 2 is 3. Again, 5 minus 2 is 3. This would be 5 minus 3, that would be 2. 5 minus 3, that would be 2. And these last two factors would be 5 minus 5, 0. 5 minus 5, 0. You can see the answer is 24. I'm going to paste it again, Control V, and do it one more way for you. I'm just actually going to replace all the x's with 5. So replace that x with 5, that x with 5, and you replace each of the x's with 5. Looks like there's one more, and you see you get the same answer. Question 2. Which polynomial function has zeros when x equals -2, 3/4, 5? Alright, it means if you replace x with -2, one of the factors is 0. So -2 plus 2. So x plus 2 is going to be one of the factors. So the answer has to be C or D. If you replace x with 5, one of the factors will be 0. 5 plus 5 is 10. 5 minus 5 is 0. So the answer has to be this one. If you replace this second x with 3/4, it would be 4 times 3 divided by 4, which is 3. 3 minus 3 is 0. I'm going to go ahead and show you that I'm going to go ahead and copy it, including f of x, Control C, and then paste it in Desmos, Control V. And what were the factors again? -2, 0.75, which is 3/4, 3 divided by 4, and 5. -2, 3/4, and 5. Question 3. The graph of a polynomial f of x equals 2x minus 3 times x minus 4 times x plus 3 has 3 x-intercepts. What are they? If needed, reduce the fractions and use the form a divided by b. Write answers in descending order. Again, the x-intercepts are the same as the zeros. So ascending means to go up. So if I replace this last x with -3, I get 0. -3 plus 3 is 0, so -3. If I replace this second x with 4, I get 0. 4 minus 4 is 0. And if I replace this first x with 3 halves, 2 times 3 divided by 2 is 3. 3 minus 3 is 0. So it was 3 halves, or 3 divided by 2. Again, I want to show you in the graphing calculator, so I'm going to copy it, including the f of x. Control C. Control V. What were the factors supposed to be again? -3, 3 halves, and 4. -3, 3 halves. 3 divided by 2 is 1.5, and 4. Question 4. This question has two parts. First answer part A and then answer part B. Part A. Match each sequence with one of the recursive definitions. Note that the only part of the definition showing the relationship between the current term and the previous term is given so as not to give away the solutions. Alright, so for A of n, you take each time you subtract 4 from the previous term. 7 minus 4 is 3. 3 minus 4 is negative 1. Negative 1 minus 4 is negative 5. For b of n, you're going to add 0 each time. 8 plus 0 is 8. 8 plus 0 is 8. 8 plus 0 is 8. Part B. Match each sequence with one of the recursive definitions. Note that only the part of the definition showing the relationship between the current term and the previous term is given, so as not to give away the solutions. All right, so for C of n, you can see you take the term each time and multiply it by negative 1/2. 1 times negative 1/2 is negative 1/2. Negative 1/2 times negative 1/2 is 1/4. And 1/4 times negative 1/2 is negative 1/8. For d of n, each time we take the previous term and multiply it by 1. 8 times 1 is 8. 8 times 1 is 8. 8 times 1 is 8. You can see adding 0 each time and multiplying by 1 each time gives you the same result. Question 5. Han is multiplying 10x to the 4th power by 0.5x cubed and gets 5x to the 7th power. He says that 0.5x cubed is not a polynomial because 0.5 is an integer. Complete the explanation of Han's error in thinking. It is a polynomial because blank coefficients can be any real number. Remember, exponents must be a whole number. So coefficients can be any real number. Question 6. Here are two expressions whose sum is a new expression a. 2x squared plus 5 times 6x to some power minus 7 equals a. All right, so if you multiply these inner terms, 5 times 6x to some power, remember the exponent has, we just talked about this, the exponent has to be a whole number. So which ones? It says select all the values that we can put so that a is a polynomial. The only whole numbers are 0, 1, and 2. These three are negative, and this one is fractional.